following is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, guys, to The Last of Us Part 2. Alright, so Ellie is at this villa resort, whatever. She just killed a small army of guys all by herself. It's pretty sweet. And we're still looking for Abby. We don't know the extent of how many rattlers there are, nor do we know everything they're up to around here. So far it seems like a lot of slave labor, but I'm not convinced that's all there is. I feel like if you're part of an organization that's willing to put, like, kidnap people in an apocalypse and put them to work, you're probably doing a lot of other unspeakable evils. Oh shit! Kill her. She seems like a generic villain. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Kill her, bitch! I got the key.
There we go.
The door. All right, come on, let's go.
Hey, where's Abby? She's bit!
Keep back!
Hey, don't put that fucking thing in me!
Hey! Abby tried to escape. She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
Head down to the beach. You won't miss it. She's probably already dead. Come on!
Just saved you and you're gonna shoot her? Or aim a gun at her? Crazy all the blood, they noticed the bite on the arm. Doesn't even seem like it's all that prominent. I wouldn't have noticed in that hasty escape attempt. I feel like we get into these long hall corridor walks every now and again. But they're always like flashbacks, so this is kind of interesting.
Where are you? Abby.
All this for revenge. Okay, a war is starting, that's good. Yeah, I can't grab anything here. There's no way that she kills Abby, though. I love how the bad guys are now pleading for their lives. F you. Everything you've done, you're now asking for mercy. Screw that. Screw that so much. Oh, they torched this place very quickly. That's kind of dumb. I wouldn't have done that. I get the prisoners are angry and emotional. I would have killed everybody and then taken the land for myself as a group. Make it a safe haven for people instead of a prison for slave labor and whatever else. All the crops, the land, the protection, the barriers, everything they have there was such a great resource. Oh. Oh. Jesus. They're all like that. Abby's probably out here. That's what they meant by pillars. That's not where my mind went.
Abby?
That must be her right there. She's got a little more light on her than anybody else. Guess not. I heard a cough, though. That's not Abby, really? Oh, I hear the coughing there. Oh, there's somebody alive. That's Abby. Her hair. Kill her to put her out of her misery. Jesus. Where's Lev? Oh.
Abby. I got you. I got you.
How is she strong enough to carry Lev? What a badass.
They're both this way.
Damn, she's been here for a while. God. Freaking horrors of man. I can't even. Jesus, Ellie comes in to kill Abby, but just liberates an entire prison camp. And then it's like, okay, you can go. Jesus. Are they gonna fight both damaged like this? Ellie, let it go.
I can't let you leave. I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna fight you. Yes, you will. He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this. Okay. Okay.
This is hard to watch. This is hard to watch, man. Getting a little better at that dodging, though. Oh, what? How'd you lunge far? So far like that? She bite it off? Never would have thought that she was gonna pull up. It's like, no way. She's dead.
Go. Just take him. Lost 2 fingers? Beautiful scenery, though. Very gray, very gloomy. A reflection of everything that's happened. She was able to kill Abby, but took the higher road, but she got her revenge in beating her. That would really suck if she gets here and Dina's like, we're done. Oh shit, she moved out. Dude. It's like a perfect allegory for how she feels. Empty inside. Just like the house. Jesus. That's painful.
check the kitchens. Either the kitchen or the upstairs is going to have a note. What did she tell Tommy after all this, you know? What about the goats and the other animals? Oh, no way. Look at that. The scarecrow's not even wearing a hat. You'll remember before when we were outside that scarecrow was actually wearing a hat. Now it's not. Damn, that's cold. All of her stuff is still here. And the record that she played before she left. So bad at that. Is that the end?
Hey.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just, I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
So stupid.
Look, I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I like that.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
This game is proof that video games can be art. Not every video game necessarily is. I mean, to some people they are, but this is a masterpiece. Maybe they all are art. I take that back. They all are, but this sets itself leagues above. If fans are upset that Joel died, Tommy got messed up, Jesse was killed, I get that you're upset, but the story isn't bad because of it. This is real life. Well, this is silly to say, but this, like I said it before, this is a video game that is grounded in as much reality as it possibly could be. These are
You're not an immortal because you're a good guy. You're not safe because you're a main character. I honestly thought a little bit here and there that Ellie might die. I didn't know whether or not Abby would live. But I loved it. I loved this game. I would say it's a perfect game in my opinion. 10 out of 10 for this one for sure. And I don't like giving out 10 out of 10s. I'd like to be able to give out more, but this is that. This is a 10 out of 10 game for certain. And I just don't think it's an opinion, though. I think it's fact. I think this game is factually a 10 out of 10 perfect game. You may not like it. You may not be interested in these types of games. You may not have enjoyed the story as much because it killed Joel. But that doesn't make it any less perfect. I spent the majority of the time playing the game wondering just what exactly it was that would have set so many people on edge. Because I've heard people say that they hated it. Strong dislike for it. But I just don't think that I could justifiably say I understand that as much. Because I don't know if Joel dying is enough of a reason to say that you hate it. This is a world that I love spending time in. Fantastic sound effects, fantastic visuals, fantastic storytelling, characters, gameplay, everything about it is awesome. Enough action and stealth, suspense, thrills, all that. It scratches every possible itch that I have when I want to play a game. It does all that for me. And I don't know. I think the emotional connection that we have to the characters in the story also are unparalleled with anything else. There are some really great stories in games with great lore, great history, great stories that unfold in live time as you play it, but nothing quite like this. I don't care what anybody says. There is nothing like The Last of Us 1 and 2. They are perfect games. But like I said, this is also like a perfect game that not everyone may like, which is totally fine, you know? There are a lot of games out there that I don't like that people really enjoy. I don't consider them to be perfect. But I'm also not like the de facto judge and jury on what is perfect and not. That being said, while I can't confidently say that about most other games, Last of Us 1 and 2 are perfect. I have no idea what the future holds for this franchise. I don't know if Naughty Dog wants to do a part 3. I don't know. I have no idea. There might have even been chatter about that over recent months, but I wouldn't know because I've tried to avoid anything related to The Last of Us as much as possible to avoid any story being spoiled for me. I don't even know if there's any DLC on this, is there? Gotta look this up and see. Interesting. They had been planned, but no longer in development. That was last April. Yeah, Jason Schreier from Bloomberg. Love that guy. One of my favorite video game journalists. My favorite journalist anyway. He's just full of integrity anyway. Reportedly in the works, but the project never fully materialized, according to him. Schreier discussed the projects that Naughty Dog staff are working on while they wait for the studio's next major project to leave pre-production. Some of them are working on multiplayer project, The Last of Us 2 multiplayer. Others have been moved to help for The Last of Us PS5 remake. Currently no plans to expand The Last of Us 2. Naughty Dog was allegedly thinking about DLC, but then it just never happened. I wonder if they're looking at doing a sequel to that. Interesting. The Last of Us 2 boss and whether there will be a sequel. Never say never, is what is being said. Neil Druckmann, who you saw a few times in their credits here, revealed that it would take for himself and the team to develop a third installment in this series. They would figure out how to create a new experience that matches the emotional impact of its predecessors before considering making a part 3. He says for now, they're uncertain on how they would accomplish that. With the first game, there were no expectations, and it was like we could do anything. but now we've established certain characters and themes and processes. It felt like to justify making a part 2, we had to do something not that fans would just be comfortable with, but do something that would match the emotional core we found in the first game, arguing that without that, there would be no real reason to continue. He pointed out that finding the moving beats within part 2 is much harder than the original. Because of that, he expects it would be more challenging to keep finding new ways to surprise players. Going forward, it would be exponentially harder to justify going back to the world and finding a way to vary things up. There's already so many things you've seen about the backstory, about how the outbreak happened, so we'd really have to figure out how to create a new experience that matches the emotional impact of these stories. So that's the thing, I don't believe that, though. Because we didn't see how the outbreak happens. I don't remember that. I think, interesting, that guy must have passed away. I think we just saw the day one thing. I don't think that we ever saw how it happened, though. I don't think that's true. Jeffrey Wright as Isaac. That's so cool that he was in this. I love Jeffrey Wright. I can't believe they killed him, though. I thought he was gonna live. A lot of voices in this. Allison Hazlett. A lot of familiar names in here. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to read reviews on why. Oh my gosh. Metacritic 90%. 60% of players like this game, though, apparently. Subject of review bombing, that's why. Apparently on the incomplete plot leaks. Negative reviews criticized the characterization and plot. Some complained of social justice warrior politics. See, I don't buy that, though. The social justice warrior stuff bothers me just as much as anyone else. But I don't think it was... I think it was pretty organic in this game. We knew from the first one that Ellie was gay, lesbian, or bi, whatever she wants to be considered. Seeing it's, but I just don't think that's the case. I think Ellie and Dina had a very organic growth of relationship. I thought their characterization made perfect sense. Lev was a little odd. I don't think it really ruined or impacted the story in any way. I just thought it was a very interesting choice. It didn't feel like it was out of place. It just felt like they kind of were like, we don't really have much to really offer Lev as a character, because it seemed like Lev was either born after or too young to know about the old world. So they kind of had a freedom to just do whatever. But I don't know. I think it maybe is a little bit deeper than that. I don't know. I wasn't bothered by Lev being a girl that felt like a boy. I wasn't bothered by that at all. That didn't bother me. It didn't seem like a Netflix original series that shoved it in your face excessively. I think that they very casually eased it in there and just were like, that's just what it is. Because that could happen, you know? It doesn't matter. There are people out there that are like that, and they don't... Like, your whole identity isn't necessarily your sexuality or your gender or sex identification, right? And I think they did that fair enough with Lev, where it was like, hey, like, these are things about Lev. She/he is a very odd character because they didn't grow up in the old world, so they don't know anything about it. So the mannerisms, how Lev spoke and viewed things were very unusual. But then making Lev a girl who felt like a boy, it was just like, okay, that's fine. You know, I feel like it was more social justice nonsense if it would have been like every 5 minutes Lev would have been like talking about their sexuality. That would have been really bothersome, because it doesn't matter. There's bigger things at stake here. You know, if you're, regardless of how you feel about that, it's like, you know what? That's just how Lev is. There are people out there like that that are just like that. That could happen, you know? It felt very natural and organic. Didn't bother me at all.
Wayfaring stranger traveling through.
Interesting. So apparently that Ian Alexander, who provided the character's voice and motion capture, is transgender. I don't know. I guess I'm just looking at, like, the review bombing is... I don't think it's justified on this case. Love Story isn't made for trans people, but to give cisgender players a space to connect with their guilt and pity for trans people, according to someone who wrote for a Paste magazine. Whatever. I think that's dumb. I don't think... I don't know. Transgender and gaming. I don't know. They're talking. Wait, they're blowing it out of proportion. It wasn't. It's not such a big deal that news and media outlets in the gaming community need to blow this up out of proportion. It's like, it's just a person. Lev is just a person. That's it. That's what we were led to believe as we played it. There was nothing about the character at all that bothered me. I wasn't bothered by Dina. I wasn't bothered by... Like, who cares, man? The gameplay and the story doesn't change that much with or without that sexuality thing. I think the only part that was a little bit, I don't know, complicated was the fact that Dina had a baby with Jesse, but was also in love with Ellie. Like that's a whole thing that they never even got into because Jesse was killed.
Where God's redeemed.
Oh, apparently people were upset because they had to play as Abby. Who cares, man? The gameplay, whatever.
To see my father.
Some players criticize Abby's muscular physique and theories spread online that she was transgender. Why? She's in a world where she's using her physical body and her mind equally, and therefore she's just big and strong. God, people are so stupid. Everything that I'm seeing about critiques of the game are things that I didn't give two thoughts about, or didn't really like. I don't know. And when I say two thoughts about, like, don't come at me as like, oh, it's because you're, you know, a straight white cisgender male. It's not that. I just mean, like, these things were presented to me and I was like, okay, cool, let's move on. You know, it's not about like, oh my god, like this person likes the same sex or whatever. Like, who cares? It changed nothing.
Churchyard.
Interesting.
I'll drop this cross.
Seems like a loud, indeterminately misogynistic subset of players. Laura Bailey, who played Abby, became a target of online death threats? Seriously? Ridiculous.
Home to God.
Yeah, there's a lot of nonsense in here. I disagree with every critique of the game.
To see my
As far as I'm concerned, if you had a problem with the sexuality or, you know, transgender stuff, like, I don't know, is that... I don't know. Who cares? Let people be people. I feel like that's how it should be, you know? So when I say, like, I didn't give it two thoughts, that's how it should be. Regardless of what you're born as. Whatever you feel inside, cool, whatever. That's your business. It has nothing to do with me. I shouldn't think about it any more than that. The social justice warrior nonsense is a completely separate issue. But dude, I could not care less who people love or want to be physically intimate with. That has nothing to do with me. You know? So if you're worried about that, if you're worried about characters that are like that, like... I think the problem is that now it's like you can't include characters that are like transgender or bi or gay or whatever without people thinking that there's some sort of political motivation, which is like, that's not the case. People are gay, you know? They can be in video games. Let's see, new game plus unlocked. Play through the game again with all the upgrades and equipment obtained from the previous playthrough. That's pretty. I like that background. And I don't know, I want to take a look and I'll see this in a second. So let's go to extras. Model viewer, inspect the character models that appear across the story, render models, change the appearance of the game. What? Oh my gosh. What? What? Some of these are kind of neat, some of these are dumb. That one's cool. Blow orange. These are just filters, it looks like, and that would be hard to play the game as. Just color palettes. That's amazing. Gameplay modifiers. Wow! Mirror on it, horizontally flip the world, rendering every time you die. Reduces game speed 50%. Reduces game speed 25%. Infinite ammo. Infinite ingredients for crafting. What's the most expensive item here? Let's take a look at this stuff. Oh, yeah, this looks like it's loading up a whole other experience, which I don't really want to do. I don't know, I love this game. I think it was fantastic. That's amazing. They really went all out doing this sort of thing. That's pretty cool. I don't know, I hated Abby for the longest time because of what she did to Joel, but she unavoidably grew on me. Okay, gameplay modifiers. Let's take a look at these. Pitches the audio down as the atmosphere filled with xenon gas, helium. Enables 4-bit audio distortion. I don't like that. Touch of death. All player melee attacks are one-shot kills. Okay. One-shot. All player guns are one-shot kills. That's pretty sweet. Infinite listen mode rage. That's pretty sweet. Melee durability. Cool. Crafting. Cool. I like that while aiming. What's the slow motion? I don't really care about that. That's crazy. It's a wild, wild concept. I don't know if I actually want to do that, though. Don't care about those. Oh, oops, I went to the model viewer again. Making everybody look like a zombie. Okay, I kind of want to do that for a minute and just see what that looks like. I think that might be fun. Let's take a look and see what that looks like, though. I don't know how to enable this stuff, so maybe it's just automatic. Let's go to extras. Okay, so Afterlife is on. Oh, so you have to download it and then... Gotcha. Really, that's the only one that's cool. Everything else is kind of dumb. Okay, so you toggle everything on. That's interesting. That's cool. Let's try this. I'll do a new game plus. It's grounded. The most challenging and realistic experience. Listen mode, HUD, and other gameplay elements are altered. An intense demanding challenges are extremely scarce and enemies are deadly. Survivor Plus is more difficult than Survivor. I don't really care. I just want to take a look and see what it's like with the zombie look. I want to see what that does. It looks like all the characters were rendered that way. That's intense. Don't know how long it'll take to load this all up, though. In its released weekend, The Last of Us Part 2 sold over 4 million copies worldwide, becoming the fastest-selling PS4 exclusive, beating Marvel's Spider-Man and God of War. Spider-Man had 3.3 million, God of War had 3.1. Biggest launch of 2020. Most downloaded game. Sixth best-selling game of the year in the United States. Third highest grossing PS game in the US. Can I skip this? I wonder if it'll... Yeah. Actually, no, wait a minute. It might show him undead in the cinematic. Look at his hands.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away.
Weird, dude.
You go halfway.
Okay, let's go ahead and just skip it. That's so cool. Let's take a look and see what it looks like in-game. I wonder if the rest of the world reflects that undead stuff, or if it's just the characters that you play as. Or is it everyone in town? I don't know. Overall, though, beautiful game. Truly beautiful. Yeah, they're both zombies. Oh, everybody dead on the ground is also a zombie. I think it also is only fitting that we play as undead Joel for a minute or two. Oh, the horse... Is the horse undead? No, it doesn't look like it. He had red eyes. Yeah, he's got red eyes. That might be normal, though. Yeah, they're all... Everybody's a zombie. Let's just play for a minute. I just want to see what it looks like. I don't remember how long this takes. It also looks like they look black and white. Their clothes and stuff, too. Yeah, after Joel had been killed, this looks cool. To play as a zombie Joel. Yeah, his clothes are all black and white. The horse is all black and white, save for the red eyes, I think. I think we go in town in a minute, right? And we can see some zombie people. That's a really big settlement, though. I had a really great time with this game. Teared up a few times. I do think that there's a lot more they can do with the story, though. Like, I don't think we really need to spend time with Joel and Ellie anymore. I think it would be cool if we spent time with a new character that was, like, in a different location. The city, maybe. During the outbreak. And then later on, maybe it could be the story about how that character comes to be a part of this colony or something like that. And meets Ellie after, like, Joel's dead or something like that. Ellie doesn't have to be an old lady, but she can be older. You know? Because I think it sucks that, I mean, the story ends on such a down note that she chose the high road but lost Dina in the first place. It would have been really nice to know what Tommy thought about all this as well, because he was so adamant about carrying out that promise and fulfilling what, you know, what she said, but never got around to it. Or, I should take that back, decided not to do it. Like, would he be proud that she bested her? Would she lie, saying that she killed Abby? I would have liked to have known what that was like, but that can just be led, or one of like just some left to our imagination, you know. Music was really great.
Oh.
Gustavo and Mac, you guys did great work.
You go on.
You sure?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like this undead thing. It just changed the hues of their character models. I thought maybe they
What were you
had
talking about earlier?
rot and stuff.
I can't say I'd have done different. I'll take you to the grave if I have to.
You look like you already have.
I'll see you later, Tom.
But, yeah. Alright, well, that gives us just enough of what I wanted to see. We're just black and white characters, basically, that look a little bit gross. Anyway, my friends, that was the final episode of our The Last of Us 2 playthrough. Neil Druckmann, you crushed it. Good work. Really loved this. Thank you guys for watching. I had an amazing time with this game. Hopefully you guys did too, after about 24 or so episodes. Oh boy. So many emotions. Anyway. Love the game, love the story, love the gameplay. I've already said everything I need to say. Thank you guys for watching. Before you go, do me a solid, hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have any feedback for me or anything you want to say about things that I've said and want to dialogue, talk about whatever we've discussed at the end of this video, or during this video rather, leave some comments down below and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Love talking to you guys about things, so I'm open to whatever. Yeah, all right. Well, that's a wrap on this. We'll continue, obviously, with a brand new game later on. So hopefully you'll stick around and come back tomorrow when we start a brand new gameplay, or game playthrough right here on the Marcanine channel. New episodes debut each and every day at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you get 2 episodes a day from me, 12 hours apart. Hopefully that's all right with you. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Be well. And I will see you next time, hopefully. Later.